Hello everybody, welcome to Brick Vault. My name's Jack, and today is a live stream. I know it's Tuesday, we didn't live stream yesterday, and we skipped out on some stuff last week. The schedule, we try to do it Monday through Friday, but you know, it's kind of a slow time period for LEGO sets releasing in general. And I tell you, I keep saying this, but we are working on other stuff outside of set reviews for doing things with the channel, so we have been still crazy busy. But today we've got something. Part of what we're busy on is still working on collections. This is just a package deal. This is a used set. I got it as basically, I did as much research as I could on Bricklink about finding what looked like was in very good condition according to the description of the seller, and still being cheap and used and not brand new. So hopefully the parts and the minifigs and the pieces are all here and they're all in good condition. I think they are. I only very quickly did a once-over look at it, but this is the 2013 set from the Desolation of Smaug. So you can't really read the title that well, but yeah, this is the Guldur battle. And I remember this scene. I honestly don't remember Azog being there. I just remember this would have been good if they included Galadriel. But anyways, this has got, we're working on the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings full collection for doing some fun collection videos in the future. And part of that is getting some of the older sets, because the older sets are awesome. And it kind of, we get some of the figs that we're looking for, and we get some of the sets, and we get to build it for you guys. So hello everybody, welcome, thank you for joining. And this is actually what's in the bag. It's just one bag. I think they're actually separated out, just kind of organized into a little bit of the proper pieces. Ooh, there's even a, oh no. You just added some extra cardboard, so there was, the pieces weren't jingling and jangling around in the box, which is always a nice added touch. So we'll see if this vendor has given us all the proper parts. I'm gonna switch down to this camera. Hold on, what are people doing? I'm gonna go into the app very quickly. And wow, this, oh my gosh, this mouse is so sensitive. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I know you timed him out. I didn't even time him out. I just got rid of him for good. Let's see. Whew. Why bricks for Beck? They will most likely be cheaper, and you can get retired sets from LEGO stores. I mostly do Bricklink stuff. Honestly, I'm getting like a little bit annoyed with the stuff here in Bricklink. The minifigs, by the way, look like they're in pretty good condition. Even though the capes weren't set with like special backs behind them, these figs weren't really pressed down very hard. They were kept pretty well. Yeah, the minifigs look in good condition. Part of the reason why I get some of these old throwback sets is because we also want to get the minifigs from them. We actually already have this guy from the Comic-Con exclusive. I think this is the same print. There's like two different versions of Azog. What the heck? Of course I'm getting a phone call right now. No. Sorry. I swear, dude. I think it was like, I signed up with like Spectrum, and all they do is call me now. They're like, do you want to be called about our new offers? I'm like, no, you've never checked the box. And then they just call you anyways. It's like, it's killer. Okay, anyways. I like that this guy actually, he must have built it, but he didn't, this builder didn't actually put the stickers on. So you get to put the stickers on yourself, which is kind of nice. Let's do this, guys. Hello, remember me? Frussia Gaming? Hello, possibly. Hello, Mulberry Beacon. Hello, Jack needs to clone himself to be a mod. LOL. All right, wow. I just opened this up. Just got to page numero uno. These. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, we're missing one. No, we have all the figs. Okay. So I'm gonna open these bags up. Now the thing is these would be numbered bags, but they're not. But they're organized in. I think I can kind of tell that this builder sort of played around with keeping certain types of parts in certain places, so you don't get too confused. Like all the tile pieces and stuff are in a bag. So thank you to the person who I bought this from, who has managed to keep them in a somewhat, you know, manageable and logistical manner, this does save time on the stream. Hi, Jack. Love your reviews. Thank you, JR Outdoors. Animation Wizard. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello. Hope, man, it's been so long since I've done a live stream. It's weird. It's like when we've got a lot of stuff like to build for the week, I get so used to just hopping on a live stream in the morning and like having a good time, just like hanging out and building. And then we don't have like that much stuff. We do have a really cool episode for tomorrow also. That is a custom build of our own design. It's sort of an extension, an addition, sort of, that we're adding on. Sorry, you can't really see. I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to switch to this. Is that the right one? Yes. Switch out to this one. You can see the studio. Hello, everybody. I'm still looking at the chat over here. Is this set from The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings? It is from The Hobbit, and specifically from the Desolation of Smaug, which is, I think, the second one in the trilogy of movies, which is this, the story. It really could have been, I don't know, it could have been one book. It could have been two, maybe, but they pushed it to 3. I actually watched a bit of the, sort of the making of the Hobbit movies, the behind the scenes, and it was like such a production nightmare. I'm surprised that they managed to get done what they did get done considering their circumstances. So, you know, the Hobbit trilogy is not considered nearly as good as the Lord of the Rings series. But you know what? They went through production hell to get these movies out. You know, they did what they did to get done. So I'm kind of glad they did that. I'm going to switch back down now because I got everything out. Hey, Jack, what kind of microfighters do you think they will get for The Last Jedi? Let me switch down. Microfighter. Oops, sorry. Wrong one. Microfighters. Oops. Let's see. Last Jedi microfighters. What do you think we're going to get? Let me zoom that in a little bit. We can get some closer stuff now. I know that they're doing Han Solo microfighters. I saw some of those leaked pics. Okay, great. Now I'm going to have to actually find the proper... This is organized logistically, but I'm going to have to sort of figure out where the logistical stuff is supposed to end up. All right. This was actually kind of a cool scene. And the reason why this set, by the way, is so... or the rarest thing in the set is this is the only time we get Radagast. This is the only time we get Radagast, the minifig. So that was part of the thing when I was looking into ordering all these figures for the collection video. I was like, who... Does it make more sense to just buy the set or the figs individually? And this was one of the ones where it's a little bit more to buy the set instead of just the figs, but not that much. So I kind of wanted to have this battle. And sorry, it's going to take a little bit of time for me to sort of get acquainted with where all the different parts are for this. Oh my gosh. I forgot to open up this whole bag. I put it off to the side. This is like the biggest bag too. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. All right. Let me move this down here. I'm going to move the mouse pad and some other stuff sort of out of the way a bit because I need to dump out this gigantic bag. This is the biggest bag of pieces, and definitely the part that I'm looking for is in this bag right now. All right. Yep, it definitely is. I can see it. I need one, and then I need you connected, buddy. I need you to connect. There we go. I don't like The Hobbit, says Savage Dabber. You know what? I can say that I liked the Lord of the Rings movies infinitely more than the Hobbit series. Infinitely more. But I really enjoyed reading The Hobbit, and I couldn't get through the actual books for Lord of the Rings. So, Hobbit book, way better than the movie, but when you get to the movies, Lord of the Rings is way better than The Hobbit. That is my rundown. I think a lot of people also kind of share that opinion. Not anything against the people that put The Hobbit together. They just were not given the same production opportunities as Lord of the Rings. Now I'm looking through and I'm looking through. This is going to be some slowness in the beginning. I apologize because there are a lot of little pieces I'm looking for. As this thing progresses, it should speed up. I mean, that's sort of how it always goes. Do you like the Lego Snowspeeder Ultimate Collector Edition? Yes, I do, Frustia Gaming. Yes, I do. Is it the most exciting vehicle from the universe? Not really, no, but it's classic as heck, and they did a very good job putting it together. I also really like the stand that they created for it. That actually has a bigger factor on sort of ultimately how you're going to be messing around with it within your house or your studio or wherever the heck you keep your Lego sets in your room. Being able to display it cool, like on a banked angle like that, like when it's kind of dipping to the side, that's a cool factor. I've got it banked like that in the back right now, and I think that's not something to be overlooked. Oops, I totally skipped a spot. My bad. This is annoying. This manual, I can already tell you this manual is going to annoy me because it's like every step is like one piece per step. Not one piece, but almost one piece. And you know, either they have you do like 50 pieces in one step, or they have you do like one piece in each one. Actually, this one has a few more, but it's a little bit, it goes a little slow when you just look down. It says, move that one part here. Move that one part here. Oh my gosh. There is so much. This is going to be interesting too, because I've also, because this is a used set, and you have that, I have that idea that when I'm missing a part, when I open up a regular Lego set from the box, I'm always going to think, oh, okay, if I can't find the piece right now, it's because I have a problem, because I messed up. But because this is like a repackaged set from another vendor, I'm going to be like, maybe they did. So I don't know. I might like lose confidence. But we'll see. So far, so good. Why does my text look weird on the stream? Did we figure out why text looks stranger on like some parts of the stream and why it doesn't on other people?
It's some bug in the app I cannot figure out.
Yeah, we can't figure it out either. But it's fine. We understand your questions. Jack, do you think LEGO will release more Hobbit Lord of the Rings sets? No, probably not. They're not going to be making any more movies, I don't think. I think the foundation that has the rights to, you know, the Tolkien series, like the Silmarillion and all that, I don't think they want to make any more movies based on that series, on Tolkien's series. So I don't think so. And you know what? I don't think people want it either. So, I mean, not, maybe you guys do, but, oh, interesting, eh? Check this out. Check it out. This is the first thing. You open it up. You see that little black tile piece? That is where the ring is hiding. Ta-ta! Okay. Not that crazy. Okay, let's get our statue. Do you like the Death Star set? You know what? I do think it's a good set. It's just wildly overpriced. That's it. It's a good set, overpriced. There was this guy, I feel like I want to say his name was Brick Picker. I saw one of his videos on YouTube, and he talked about the weight of Lego sets being a really big contributing factor to the overall price, a bigger factor than, like, you know, parts, because sometimes there'll be a lot of parts and it won't charge you that much, or sometimes there'll be very few parts and it will charge you a lot, and it's really just the weight of the total parts which is the biggest factor on how much something's going to cost. And he does a really cool breakdown, but in his breakdown you can see the Death Star set is like by far the most overpriced set for its weight. So there is that. What am I am not finding my parts now, guys. Oh no. Where did they go? These are mostly inverted pieces, so I'm not going to look there. It's possible that I'm still just not finding the proper piece. I do have all the other parts I'm looking for just within our collection, within our actual custom building stand, but I don't want to have to revert to that if I don't have to. Come on now. These are not inverted pieces. No, they're not. Okay. You know, I'm gonna go look for, I'm looking for 2x2 dark gray slope pieces. Let's switch out to this camera. Hello, Jack, Mike. Hello, Lego Star Wars boy. We're doing pretty good. I don't know if you can hear me right now. We are doing pretty good. We are working on tons of new stuff. Mike is adding videos to more stuff with multiple platforms, and a lot of logistical stuff is happening this week for the for the channel. Tons of emails are being done. I've done crazy amount of Bricklink orders for some really, really big builds that we're doing in the future. Tons of stuff. They're all kind of coming in little by little, but I might do a Bricklink haul video at some point next week just so you can see some of it. Like this, I guess we could have had this in a Bricklink haul video, but I want to keep building as we go. So, yeah, we're working through tons of stuff right now, but it's good. Thank you for asking. We're also streaming Twitch. Check us out. Favorite Lego set? What is everyone's favorite Lego set? That is a community question. I've got, you know, UCS sets are always going to be on my top thing, on my top tier. So yeah, the Slave 1 and the Falcon, they look so cool together too. Also, we were thinking about doing a video. You guys can answer this if you want. We were thinking about doing a video that would show all of our minifig scale Star Wars ships, specifically scale just for minifigs. We've got 1 million ships, but we're really, really big on getting stuff scaled just right. I think that's a cool sort of, it's a really fun parameter to kind of set for yourself, and then you create a really great sort of universe around it. And I am looking, once again, looking for another part that's not showing up. Granted, these pieces will probably show up later. I'm not saying that the person who provided the parts has skimped out yet. I'm not going to say that until it comes to the very end, but I am looking for parts all the time now that are just not showing up. So I'm going to go back into, oh, I already left it still on this camera, so I'm going to go back over here. Dang it. Where did I leave that part? Oh, I know. I left it. Sorry. Okay. It's going to show up. I'm sure it's in the pile. It's just so tempting when you have all of your organized pieces right behind you that you just kind of want to switch back. I always switch to this camera first on accident. We changed the F hotkey settings, the F numbers, because I was accidentally hitting F1 and then switching around the Chrome stuff. Oh, we got some people following on Twitch. Isora has followed, and College Man has also followed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see what we've got. So those ones are down. Oh, and I don't want to forget the brown pieces. What set would you like a remake of more? TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber, TIE Defender? TIE Bomber. I love the Interceptor, and but we did just get a really cool new-ish version of the Interceptor, which is Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, and it looks it's very much like a kind of an updated, cooler, sleeker, darker version of the Interceptor. But the Bomber, we haven't gotten. I think we got the Bomber back like 10 years ago or something in that one set that had, it was like a Bomber, Interceptor, and a regular TIE Fighter, or like a 3-in-1, or like 3 different ships in one set, which was a really cool concept. But we haven't got one since then, and that was that was old. That's a very dated looking design now. So I would definitely say that the Bomber deserves an update. The Bomber was cool. I'm trying to think though, because you really only see the Bomber when it's going after the Falcon when they're stuck in the asteroid field. So you could be just the Bomber by itself. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. But it'd be cool if it was part of a larger set. You couldn't really do a larger space slug, so I wouldn't really want them to attempt it. But anyways, that's kind of... This better not be a ×2. Let me just go back to the beginning. Better not say times. Okay, it's not. Okay. That's like... I have like nightmares about that. I'm like, ×2! Just like wake up in a cold sweat. No, it's not ×2. Okay, here we go. Hey, finally got on a live stream. Well, welcome, Mike or Mick. Yeah, you know what, we've been off too for a while. This is, we always, because I don't want to keep updating our schedule like, oh, we're gonna, be here on this day and not here on this day. Sometimes we don't really know what we're going to stream until we're going to stream it. I can tell you right now that we do have a stream lined up for tomorrow, which should be decently long, I think, because it is, part of it is going to be me breaking down a custom build that we have and then just expanding it. And that'll be a lot of fun, actually. So when it's finished, it'll be the updated version of our Batman minifigure display. Because right now, our minifigure display holds, I think, 39 figs, which is only half or so of all the total Batmans. So I'm going to make it way bigger. I'm going to make it so big that it's going to be able to hold, hopefully, going to be able to hold Batman figs for years and years and years, and we won't have to worry about doing these really big expansions so quickly. So that's what tomorrow's set is going to be. It's going to be taking, we have the Batman minifigure display episode in our playlist if you want to see what we did before, because we did a video on making that the first time, and we thought it was going to last. We thought it was going to last a little bit longer, but obviously it did not. All right. Okay, I like this. All right. So this is the first time we're using these stickers, and yes, I am putting the stickers on. I think it's kind of, I like that this guy, he kind of built it up. Maybe he built it up being like, I want to have the set for a bit, but like not put the stickers on. And you know what? I used to like clear stickers. You know, this is like, they're like see-through. I used to like that, but now I don't, because, you know, they can always make the print match up with the color of the Lego just fine. And that way you don't see fingerprints or bubbles and stuff underneath the detailing, which can sometimes be a factor. If you're careful, you don't see bubbles or fingerprints coming out. Like, that looks fine. But in general, yeah, see-through stuff, I'm not as big of a fan of anymore. I used to like it. I used to think it was a good idea. And then I changed my mind. For you, why Lego didn't ever make a Gungan boss NAS? You mean the main? You mean the main guy? Yeah, you know what? He was a big enough character. He made like you know, they had to fight for his approval and all that. Yeah, they could have put him in there. I would have been fine with that. It would have been a fun minifig. It would have been a good minifig. You're right. But I don't think they're focusing or going to be focusing on anything from episode 1. Like, either for a while or forever. I mean, it's not really, I don't think it's in their priorities. There's one of these tall things. I know there's another one in here. I just have to find it. There we go. There it is. Jack, did you hear about the Tommy? Yeah, Tom Petty. Yeah, I heard about Tom Petty. It is sad when big artists go. Well, it's sad when anybody goes. But when there's somebody who I think, you know, in particular has affected a lot of people in a positive way, it's especially, you know, it's just, the impact I think is just felt a little bit harder. Oh, we just got a donation from Just a Kid That Rants. Hello, hello, sorry I'm late. I was editing a video. Well, all right, you're in here now. You've jumped into a throwback set. We can, hold on. There we go. Now that's the sound effect and your donation. I saw it earlier. I just called it earlier. Hello, Just a Kid That Rants. This is a throwback set. This is an old school, I mean, you know, 2013. It's 4 years old, probably a little over in terms of the date it was released. Yeah, so it's decently collectible. Honestly, it's not selling for like a huge amount or anything. We, I think, got it for just a little bit over its original selling price. You know, used, you know, and retired and stuff. So I don't think that's too bad. This thing isn't like one of those crazy collectible sets, not yet. Favorite Hobbit film? You know what? I kind of have them all sort of on the same level, kind of, because none of them really seem that different. Oh, we just got a subscriber, Scotland K. Scotland K jumping in for 3 months. Keep it up, Jack. Love the streams. Thank you, Scotland K. Always good having you grace the studio, so to speak. Very happy to have you guys enjoying the stream. That's the main thing. Is like, if you guys are having a good time, I'm having a good time. I just remember before we started the stream, when I was building for all the different episodes and stuff, I had it all set up for cameras in the back room, but you don't like talk to any. You can put on music and whatever. I think I was putting on audiobooks, which was kind of nice, but it becomes this thing where the building is you're sort of forced to be like antisocial and like not around anybody or not talking to anybody. I sometimes would be like have like a Skype thing open in the side, but like I don't know. I kind of like doing Lego building, but also being around people while I do it. Like when I would sit down and I would build stuff with my brothers back when we were kids, we would all just dump the pile of Lego on the ground and we just start building. And sometimes little kids and stuff will get into arguments about this part and that part or whatever. But there was a social aspect to it. There always has been for me. So I'm really glad that we got this stream thing set up, because now it feels, even though there's, trying to make sure things are in the camera and making sure that, there's things happening in the chat or not happening in the chat, and there's other factors to it which slow you down and distract you to a certain extent. The benefits, the fact that it feels a little bit more natural and just feels better to be like hanging out and talking while I build. That's what like kind of brings me back to the what is it? The benefits outweigh the pros outweigh the cons. I don't know. I'm not the most articulate human on the planet, but I think you guys get what I mean. Everyone keep creating new channels to get Brick Vault to 25,000 subs. Yeah, man, bring us up. The Piff Man has followed. Sorry, I'm not a good. I don't read good. Do you guys see that Chappelle for Def Comedy Jam when he was like messing up on the teleprompter? That was hilarious. He like did it in the best way possible. And I'm looking for pieces. Okay. Oh, ads. What did you miss? Pokemon Project, you missed. I don't know. What did you miss? We've been talking. Jack, did you do Lego Ninjago battles with those spinner things? I never did, no. The earlier Ninjago stuff I was not very into, like at all. Some of the later sets, like as the seasons went by, I would get I was kind of grabbed by the bad guys. I thought the bad guy minifigs were the cooler aspects to it, because I didn't think the Ninjago ninjas were like, the minifigs themselves and the characters, like I never got into the story or anything. So I always liked the bad guys because they seemed like the coolest sort of creative part about the series. There we go. That is the big fat sticker. They don't make clear base stickers like that usually anymore. Or maybe they do, but I haven't seen one in quite a while. Ooh, okay. Just making sure I got that on the right spot. So yeah, no, I never messed around with the earlier Ninjago sets with the spinner stuff. Where is the other guy with glasses? The other guy with glasses is actually... The other guy with glasses is right here. The other guy with glasses. That's where he is. Okay. Sorry, I built that the other day, like last week, just because, why not? Best decision I made last week was building those glasses. Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, which is better, Brick Vault? Okay, I have a feeling this is probably going to be a question that gets asked a few more times in the stream. I would say, book-wise, Hobbit. So much more entertaining as an actual book than the Lord of the Rings series. It's just one book, and so much more happens in that one book than I feel like this series of all three. I mean, in terms of just action and like crazy adventure stuff, I feel like it's equal in terms of the action adventure just in The Hobbit than all three of the Lord of the Rings series books. And I only got about halfway through Fellowship, and I just put it down. Fellowship broke me. When I was younger, I always had this, like, it was almost like a work ethic when it came to reading. I would never, like, if I didn't like the book, I'd be like, this sucks, but I'm gonna finish it. I would never not finish a book until the Fellowship. I was just like, I can't do it. But the Fellowship movies are amazing. The Lord of the Rings movies are amazing. So all three of them, one of the greatest, I think, movie trilogies of all time, and probably will remain that way. Really, really, really good stuff. Hobbit movies, meh. And I also talked about it in the beginning how it's not the fault of the guys really for The Hobbit not turning out as good as it did. They had way less time, and they were constantly scrambled for budget. And if you watch the making of, it's like they were about to do like the Battle of Five Armies, and they didn't even have like a script or like any like proper action sequences or anything, and they just had to call it. They just had to cut the production like that year and come at it the next year because they were just constantly doing rewrites and changing things and not getting anything properly done. Peter Jackson didn't even want to be signed back on to the last movie or the last series, but I think it was Guillermo del Toro was originally going to direct the Hobbit series, and then he had to stop because of budget. I think it was just production timelines were just inconsistent, and he couldn't hang around for like a whole year waiting to start a project. So he ended up bailing, and then the project gets approved, so they needed a new director. So it was like, I don't know. It was a production nightmare for the Hobbit movies, and it didn't turn out as well as it could have. Ooh, wait a second. Let me make sure that this is... Okay. Yeah, we're good. So books, Hobbit. Movies, Lord of the Rings. Are the videos exit now? What? Hi, Jack. Hello. What kind of buildable figs are you hoping for in the future? Boba Fett, buildable fig, of course. Million times Boba Fett. Then C-3PO has to be in there. And then at that point, it's like, all right, we've got Chewie, who, technically is part of the new movie. He's part of The Last Jedi or something. I think that's the wave he was sort of released in. But he looks the same. Like that could be Chewie from the original series or not. So we don't need another Chewie. But Boba Fett, Han Solo, Leia, C-3PO. They all need to be made buildable figures also. Get the classics. Get the crew together in buildable figure form. Because we have Luke from Return of the Jedi. And why not just do everybody? I don't know. They don't have to be Endor. They could be whatever get-ups you want. I don't really care how they're dressed. We just need them in buildable fig form. It's necessary. And I'm going to talk more about that actually later this week because of the buildable fig collection video. That's coming out this week. Oh my gosh, I know there is that 1x1 with the stud on the side, the modified 1x1, but it doesn't have the foot. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Gosh, there's only one of them left in this whole pile. Okay. German A-Foles and Foles really like your stuff. Thank you, AR. You know what? We've been having... You know what's interesting is... Because our viewership is like... I think it's over 50% of everybody who watches is from the States. Which is really common if you are an American YouTuber of any kind. Almost always, the majority of the people that watch you are going to be from America. There's just, I think, the biggest audience of people that watch YouTube are in the States and all that jazz. But when it comes to people that are more involved with comments and more involved with you guys talking in the chat. I've noticed, Mike and I have both noticed that like the demographics of people that actually participate and contribute and will send emails and they send in like fan mock creations, that is so international, and so like a lot from Germany, a lot from the UK, Australia, Mexico. Like when I get messages from people, so much of that is from international audiences. I mean, obviously a lot from the States too. Don't get me wrong, guys, but for the amount of people that watch in the States, compared to the amount of people that watch in other countries, there's so much more like participation from international communities, including Germany, including Poland. I mean, well, that might also be a factor with Mike too being Polish, but somehow I doubt that too, because Lego community is strong in Poland. Okay, let me make sure that is angled the proper way. This is kind of cool. They stick in super strong. So anyways, welcome, thank you, and also I'm doing fan mock creation video this week, and spoiler alert, it's going to be the last episode completely dedicated to just fan mock creations. The emails are insane, guys. Basically the idea that we had, you guys had, this was suggestions from you guys doing the fan mock episodes. You're like, hey, why don't you have a dedicated video to just fan mock creations? And I was like, that's amazing. You guys send in crazy stuff, and you're always giving me cool descriptions. Oh, that was bag 2. Now I'm on bag 2. And I built the figs. They're already done. Actually, Radagast's staff has not been created. So let me just do that right now. It looks like there. That's Radagast's staff. I can actually take these guys out of the bag. This Radagast, by the way, is the. I don't know how much he costs on Bricklink, but he's by far the more rare and exclusive guy from this series. He's such a cool fig too. I actually haven't taken a really close look at him yet. Very cool. They did a decent job putting his cape together. He's a little curled in there, but none of that wrinkly stuff, which is good. And that's what was in the description here. Whoa, that's such a good piece. Anyways, yeah, this is Radagast. I was supposed to build him for this bag. Technically, I just finished bag 1, but of course this is a used set. Are you a fan of Hobbit, Lord of the Rings? Yes. Jack, if you could create a Lego set, what would you make? What theme? Like if I had my own personal, just like fantasy, crazy, whatever theme, I would definitely do like I would love to do sort of like a giant like a people and giant bug theme where like there's like people like capturing gigantic bugs or riding big bugs. I don't know what that would be, but I think larger bug creatures look cool as mocks and stuff. People have been doing some really cool stuff with that. That's just like a random whatever fantasy theme of just like kind of random craziness. If I was to do a theme or want a theme to exist from like a license, I think they could play around with doing stuff from video games, especially Zelda. I think that would be an awesome theme. Jack, do you know if the Lego Falcon, the giant one, comes out for sale? If yes, do you know the date? There is an official wait list, sir. You got to get on that. To be perfectly honest, at this point, the wait list, they did say that the wait list is not going to guarantee whether or not you get a set, but they are letting you officially like go onto either the Lego store online or go into a local Lego store and like giving them your information, your VIP number, whatever. So you can jump onto that list, but there's a good chance that started, I think, back in September 29th. And there's a good chance even people that are jumping on the wait list now may not be officially getting that set like this year. I have no idea. I would say get on the wait list now. Yeah, I have no idea, but yeah, that the Falcon is. They're either running out. People are theorizing either they're running out or they're kind of holding back some of the stock in order to kind of create sort of a frenzy or like a fever, like people really want it. I don't know. There's no knowing for sure whether or not those claims would be true. But if you do want it, I would say get on the wait list. That's your best thing you can do for yourself right now. Or if you're just willing to pay like double price, I'm sure there's people selling it on eBay, but I would not suggest it because this thing, they are going to be selling the UCS Falcon all throughout next year. I don't know if it's got a production date to go to 2019. I feel like we read somewhere that it wasn't going to be produced in 2019. I can't confirm that. But yeah, if you do want that Falcon, get on the wait list. It's the only thing you can do right now. Jack, buy some of the newer friend sets. You still relevant on 2017 sets? You know what? Some of the friend sets are fine, actually. Some people think that we don't like any of the Friends or Elves themes. It's not necessarily true. They do actually come out with decent sets every now and then. That's fine. It's still not, I wouldn't put it at one of my favorites. And there's the whole factor of the mini doll figs, which I'm just not really akin to. I don't really have any want. I don't care about them so much, but they do make decent sets. They also just don't do well on YouTube as actual review videos or whatever content videos. So part of being an enthusiast and running a YouTube channel based on that is you do what you want to do, but you also kind of have to cater to what you think is going to do well as a video. So you have to sort of combine those two things together. And unfortunately, Friends and Elves, and there's probably a couple other themes as well that just a lot of YouTubers avoid because there's no audience for it. Not big enough to the point where you could sustain a YouTube channel off of it. So yeah, I went out and got that one Friends set and custom built it because I just really, really wanted to have the hot dog sort of stand, or what is it's like a hot dog selling vehicle shaped as a hot dog. It was great. The colors were a little bit funky, so I switched that around. That was a fun build, but builds like that or episodes like that actually don't break even, which unfortunately is something that we have to pay attention to, at least enough to make sure that we're, able to come into the studio, keep paying rent on the studio, all that, because this is my full-time job now, guys. Got to make sure to get those good episodes out. I agree with you, Jack. However, the parts are absolutely fantastic and just more sets for y'all to build. This is true. Three Bros Action, you're making good points. Don't get me wrong. You make perfectly good points. And actually, I mean, sometimes maybe just doing custom builds based on them, too, might be good as well. But we did, I mean, if you look back to our earliest days in the channel, back when we first started, we didn't make any distinctions. We were doing Elves, we were doing Friends, we were doing all that stuff, and those episodes were just falling dead flat. So, oh my gosh, guys, stab me right now with your daggers for eyes. This was a ×2 build. Ah! And I'm sure it said ×2. I'm just dumb. Okay, this will be fun. Hopefully I can build it a little faster the second time around. These ones need to be in there. Where the heck? Okay. Ugh. That is so annoying. Friends and Elves would be better if the color scheme wasn't the obscure and the figures were normal figs. You know what? I bet you anything I'd be getting a lot more of the Friends and Elves sets if they weren't mini doll figs. There's just something that just feels so not Lego to me. I don't know. I feel bad saying that because, some people really do like them. And I think they do have a place. I think, they were developed for a reason. I think they do have a place. Friends lines sets sell super, super well, which means people want it. There is a demographic. There are people that want it. Just because it's not mine, I shouldn't just be saying, that it's bad just because it's not my own personal taste. But I have to say, for me personally, if they did come with regular figs, regular minifigs, there'd be a good chance that I'd probably be getting a few more of them here and there. And yeah, and sometimes the color scheme is a little bit crazy because it's also hard to integrate a Friends themed set like into a city because they do have cool structures from time to time, but the way they would stick out like a sore thumb in like every direction isn't something that we really want. The next city update, you guys will see that it's going to be all about sort of integrating and creating sort of a flow to the city. So creating an atmosphere where it feels like, you know, there aren't going to be a lot of little things cut off here and just open bits of base plate and buildings cut off in one edge or another. Obviously, there's going to be that in every LEGO city to a certain extent, but our goal right now, because we're out of space, is to make it look as like good as possible, like aesthetically, like boom, like everything fits where it should and things feel sort of more realistic. So that's our goal right now. And yeah, moving on to friend sets would be a little bit hard. I miss Chima theme. Chima had a good intention, I think, with the anamorph kind of guys behind it. I think that was a good idea on their part, and it lasted. It's just, you know, I think some themes, they're cool, but they can only have so much steam behind it before people kind of lose interest in it. Like, I'm sure LEGO is going to start revisiting some of their classic stuff too, like classic pirate themes, or maybe even going back to classic castle, classic train. Come on, guys, train, get on it. They're gonna revisit all those things at some point. Who knows how long they're gonna last for? They might just plan on one kind of wave or one line for the year and then just be done with it. But they'll revisit it. You know, it'll come back. I have LEGO Agents Chase's car. I rebuilt it a couple days ago. Oh yeah, we don't actually have that one. That was one that we met. We have, I would say we have a little over half of the Agents, Ultra Agents theme, but that is one we do not possess. Why is my name not the donations list I donated last stream? I do not know. You'd have to ask. It depends on which way you donated through also, I think. I don't know if it picks up on all, like it picks up on PayPal stuff. I've got the PayPal page open here. And we also had, yeah. So I don't see your name, unfortunately, but there are other ways to go through, depending on, like, super chats don't show up the same way. If you did a super chat, then that's probably why you're not seeing it now. Here we go. We are just getting the last ones in right now. Classic Splay. Yeah, you know what? I heard the rumors are they're trying to do like a. What was the rumors, Mike? Wasn't there like supposed to be Blacktron for next year, or like something like Blacktron? No. No, you don't. Why do I feel like I heard that somewhere?
There was like a kickback inside of one of our guys on YouTube.
Oh, was it not? Was there no? Oh, okay, maybe not. Don't. I'm not gonna start rumors that aren't true, guys. This is okay. Apparently, I got clickbaited. There's no Blacktron next year. I thought they were doing something. Let's see. Jack Lego Looney Tunes theme. Yeah. I mean, that would be crazy license, guys. I don't know if they would be able to afford the Looney Tune license. That's cool. I like that. That's simple, but nice. And then, of course, the torch here at the top is what opens or closes. It's kind of like this door here, which looks pretty good. This I've got sort of high hopes for the way this set is going to turn out, because it's one of those classic, you know, like most structures, is it looks like a solid structure on one side and then it's kind of opened halfway through on the other. There we go. That actually adds a bit more solidification, and the wall has a tiny bit more dimension. There isn't that much dimension on this wall, to be honest. It's a little bit. Feels a little bit dated in how simple that was kind of put together, but nothing too. I don't. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't dock it too many points. This is a 2013 set, remember? So the build standards were, you know, they're always improving. And here you can just see something, I wouldn't say bad, but definitely dates this set, and that's the way this wall is detailed. It's detailed in a way that feels a little bit dated, that you wouldn't see come out the same way than if it was being developed this year. Even though it's only like little over 4 years old, or probably designed 5 or 6 years ago, maybe. Yeah, you can see the differences. Not in a huge way. Okay, so that's gonna go right on there. There we go. So this is all strength, adding to strengthen those connections that we just added the sidewalls for. Okay, we just finished bag 2. I don't even know how many bags are supposed to be in here. There's 2 manuals, so I don't know. I don't know how big this is supposed to end up. So we just are supposed to have built Azog. This is we have the UC the San Diego Comic-Con version of this guy, but San Diego Comic-Con version of him is not exclusive. So we don't even count him as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive because even though he has the special packaging, this version of him just came out in a regular set, so you know he's not exclusive. That's just the way it goes. But this is his weapon, which actually is a decent build. Chima was created to replace Ninjago, but the audience wanted Ninjago back. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that it was created to replace. I thought it was just like them just trying something new out, you know what I mean? But we will see. Okay. Now I know, here we go. One of these little points, and then there's probably just one left in this giant pile somewhere. There it is. Okay, cool. We're good. Finland, what a wonderful country. I had a good time in Helsinki. I had a very good time in Helsinki. But then again, I was there in the summertime. I've heard the winter horror stories. Let's see, which one of these? Okay. Kind of interesting. They don't number it. These are the old ones, so you just kind of have to figure out based on all the art which one is going to go where. Doesn't actually take a whole lot of critical thinking to figure out, but not numbered. Jack, Ninjago's my favorite theme. What is yours? I like Creator, but in terms of just like good old classic fun stuff to play around with, I mean, Star Wars has got to always be up on that list as well. Generally, I try to not have favorites as much as possible, but you can't help it. Where is that longer tile piece? It's just supposed to be one. Oh, there it is. Just the one. Jack, I wasn't talking about Ultra Agents car. I was talking about the 2008-2009 Lego Agents car. Oh, I don't know that one. All right, good to know. I am unaware as. Okay. Roger, nice profile, Vic. Jack, what is the best way to sort Lego bricks? I don't know if there is a best way. It really just depends on... Actually, the best way is by analyzing what you need. Because I've talked to people talking about how they'll say something... I was just talking with somebody the other day that was saying how they are trying to organize, but they don't want to organize... Or they're running out of space because they're organizing by color. And right there, I was like, okay, that's like, you know, you can organize by color with your pieces, you know, part and color. You can do that. But if you don't have a huge amount of Lego, it's probably better to organize by part and skip out on the color organization. Because we don't organize by color here because I don't think we have enough of each kind of piece to really make it worthwhile to organize by that. And it's never been a problem for us. We've been very good about finding the parts that we need and the colors that we need. So organize by part first if you don't have like a massive collection. So I think that's a good way to start, but really it's just all about the way you want to organize, you know? It's like what you think is your priority for the way that you build and for the parts that you have and the parts that you think you're going to need. You know, the parts that you use the most, obviously, keep them closer to the center of where you're building. So behind me, I've got most of the parts that I hit up the most are here and then also on that side wall. So it's just location, like small logistical things, like what location is this going to be set out at? Those are going to be your biggest factors. But there is no way. There is no, like, best way. It's not possible. The best way is just analyzing what you need. But Jack, I changed my pictures yesterday. It was Spider-Man. Oh, but now it's The Last Jedi. Boom! That's right. Things are changing, sir. Your profile's changing. The world is changing. Nothing is static. Nice, though. Let's see if I can get this done. There we go. I think I got the parts in the right order. I'm doing this opposite ways, by the way. So I'm looking at this, and it's kind of the mirror image or the backwards image. Jack, can you live stream the Bricktober minifigs packs? Yes, Lego figure, we can. Oh, you know what? We still need to go and get that. I'm like wondering.
How do we get that? We have like spent $50.
Dude, I don't want to have to spend $50 each week to get the new Bricktober thing. Like, they're cool figs. We are gonna get them, but
You can get them to buy after the week from Foods.
yeah, well, they also say what stinks about this is I read that it really just depends on the location. Some of them just sell them to you. Some Toys R Us stores just sell them to you, depending on if you just live there, and they'll just do it. And other ones don't. So it's kind of like, oh, you're lucky enough to just be able to buy them, while other people have to spend $50 each for each one. So it's kind of luck of the draw, because I don't really want to have to spend $50 each week.
For you to buy more because of their family.
I don't know. Well, it's just how stores are. Each manager will just kind of make that call based on how to get your Bricktober minifigures. They're all good figs. We're gonna get all of them. I don't know if we're gonna get them all like right when they come out though, just because $50 for each pack is, I don't know. Spend $200 because what I want are the minifig packs, and I don't want to spend $200 for 4 minifig packs. That's crazy. Granted, you'd be getting $200 worth of other Lego, but we've gotten most of the stuff that's in Toys R Us inventory right now, so our incentive is very low to want to be able to pick those up. We'll probably just buy them maybe after the fact, after people are selling them and the prices aren't too crazy. I think that might be a better choice. I'm not sure. Can you live stream a city tour? We can try it. We got a really long HDMI cord. Have we tested that out yet?
It didn't work last time.
It didn't. Oh, right. Yeah, we got it and it didn't work last time. So
I may have been using the wrong camera. I don't know.
we're figuring it out. Oh, oops. Dang it. That I totally wasn't paying attention. I just assumed it was a repeat of a piece, but it's totally not. There we go. That goes there. We'll just leave that there. Here we go. What sets go well with the expert modular buildings to liven up the street? Obviously, City and Creator are going to be your best bets. I'm trying to think. We've adapted 1 or 2 buildings from Marvel superhero sets, like small little things. It just depends on how you want to do it. Creator modular little ones. Those are great. We've managed to make a smaller street of just the smaller Creator modular sets to go together. That was a really good idea. I think that looks good in the city. But yeah, obviously City and Creator sets are going to be your best city liveners or your modular street level liveners. Did I just make up that term, livener? That's not a real term, is it? What's it? Let's see. I have the Lego Bricktober pack. Mine does for $20, or I could send 50. I don't know exactly what you mean by the total of that message, sir. Also, if you get them, all Toys R Us is doing a 50 centimeter tall Lego minifigure. How tall is 50 centimeters, Mike? I'm not good with the metric system. You cannot hear me. Okay, we got this one. Got another small one here. We are just about to get through. Oh, there we go. And then a nice big fat dark gray one. All right, so we're building up the wall here. This is going to be some sort of archway, probably holding torches. 9 times out of 10, probably going to hold a torch. What is your favorite thing about being a YouTuber? I'm just curious because every YouTuber says something that is different. I think, well, part of it is I think people like the autonomy, as in people like to have the control over what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it. Obviously, you've got to be able to create, you have to read sort of what your audience wants or what audiences in general might want, and adjust yourself accordingly. But it's the autonomy. It's like I can go somewhere if I want to go somewhere. I don't have to ask anybody. I'm not answering to anything. So it's that autonomy. It's the ability to kind of be the person you want to be when you want to be. Like you have all the creative freedom that you need, which is the greatest thing ever if you're somebody who likes to be creative and likes to work in that sort of environment. So I think that's a pretty big factor, and I bet a lot of other YouTubers will say the same thing, because there's people that work, let's say, in the movie industry or some other creative enterprise, which still lets you be creative and lets you work on the things that you want to, and you can do cool things, but you have a lot more parameters. You've got a lot more people looking over your shoulder and certain kinds of controls, and that's usually that's like very stifling for a creative person, which is something that most YouTubers really don't have to worry about, including us. We don't have to worry about that. So I can kind of make something that I want to, and I don't have to worry about anything. Also, I get to do what I love to do. Look at me. This is. I mean, how is this not it? How is this not? Okay, of course. It's like I'm looking for the smallest piece ever in this giant. I just need one more of these, and it doesn't look like it's appearing in the pile. I'm gonna go and grab. Let's switch the cameras. Switch it to here. And there we are. All right. Boom. Who watched the Lego Masters on TV? The original Mobile Commander Center costs. Whoa! Mobile Command Center costs $350 on Amazon. That's crazy. Thanks, dude, for answering my questions. Big fan. Keep up the good work. Bye. All right, Bailey Charlesworth. Thanks for the question. Sorry about that, Jack. I was saying I could spend the $50 or buy it for $20. I spent the $50 because there was a $30 set I want. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Video Toy Guy. I was a little bit confuzzled before, but now everything is crystal clear. Okay. You guys want me to switch it back? I'll switch it back in just 1 second. I'm building just a small little Technic kind of activation thing. It looks like this is going to be some sort of booby trap. I've got a feeling. Of course, there's going to be an action function of sorts in here. So yeah, let's get that. Just finishing the Technic bit off. And this should be everything. Okay. There. I'm going to switch it back down. Boom. Boom. Oh, I meant to switch to this camera. Okay. I always switch to that. I'll get it right one day, guys. You'll see. Okay. There we go. So this is going to have... Oh, this might even be the activation thing. This is going to be something. What's your favorite Lego brick? 2x4. 2x4 all the way. Okay. And there we go. There's 1, 2, and a... Ooh. Did I skip on something? Oh, I must have. Skipped on this one inverted slope here. Okay. There we go. get another one of these. Another one of these. Uno and dos. There we go. So now we're making it look nice and pretty here at the top. Ooh, cool. Gates. So I thought these were going to be torches. My mistake. These were the front gates or side gates. Yep. There we go. Got the gates in place. You just got the Lloyd Brickhead. Oh, and you're gonna get Master Wu. Oh yeah. Those were fun. Those are fun builds. I really liked. They're actually put together well. I thought they were put together well. I feel like people are still pretty torn on whether or not they like brickheads. But I can say personally that I do like the brickheads, and those the San Diego the New York Comic-Con ones. Those look so cool. Boba Fett and Han in the carbonite freezing chamber. Dude, we're definitely getting those. That is for darn sure. Favorite modular building? I mean, the assembly square is awesome. So really, I think they did a very good job, especially considering it's sort of the anniversary of the. They made that as like the 10-year anniversary modular build, so it's a bit bigger. There's a lot. They really outdid themselves on the interior detailing and stuff. So there's definitely some cool stuff about it. Ooh, here we go. Nice couple of little skulls. These are some extra skulls for detailing. But as just a sort of a classics, I'd still say Parisian Restaurant's my favorite. It just looks so good from all angles. Like it's not a corner piece, but it totally could work as a corner piece without any trouble. And I think that goes a long way. Not to mention the roof is just amazing, and I thought it was good. How's it going? Pretty good, Lego time. Jack, did you hear about the Star Wars brickheads? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Lego Star Wars boy. And you know they're going to be amazing. Han Solo in the freezing chamber. It just looks so good. Dangerous Lego stores at 3,000. The closest Lego store is 300 kilometers away from you. That is an unfortunate reality, sir. Sometimes... do they not even have a Lego store in Australia? That's what I heard. But I think they've got to have other vendors that are able to sell like Lego in Australia. But I don't know if they've got like an official store there. I feel like Sydney would have to have one. Or like Melbourne or something. But I do not know. I'm back. What happened in the last 30 minutes? Pokemon projects, this is what happened. You can see. This is what happened. You see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens? Okay. Oh, here we go. This is it. I figured out what we're doing. This is going to be the booby trap function for the we're dropping skulls, guys. This is a skull dropping function. It is dark. And not something I remember from this scene in the movie. Are you aware the Lego Ninjago movie brickheads are going to be pulled from the market December 31st? I am not aware. I have not heard that. Are they not doing well or something? I don't know. I haven't heard. This is the first I'm hearing. It looks like this is getting attached there. And here we go. This is the function. This is your action function, guys. Are you ready? Oh boy. Let's do that again, but this time in slow motion. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So nothing too crazy. I'm going to leave the head out now because I'm going to be moving this around and it's just going to keep falling all over the place. So I'm going to not mess with that right now. Yep, nothing too crazy, but it works. You know, they didn't over-engineer it, so it's not like something that isn't going to work if you mess around with that. That is going to work every time as a play function. It's just, I don't know. You think they're... you think that's also something that's dated this set? As in, like, if this was designed nowadays, they wouldn't have a skull bomb dropping. It's just a skull. All you do is just drop a head onto somebody. I don't know if they would have decided to go with that creatively this time around. I don't know. Maybe they would have. I'm honestly curious. Jack, if you buy all the Lego Bricktober sets, you can enter for a chance to win 50 centimeter. Oh, a 1 and a little over a half-foot figure who you can store all your 16 Bricktober figs. That's kind of cool, but you still have to spend $200 to enter the chance to win. So I do not know if I would do that. I do not know. Actually, I do know. I probably wouldn't, but I didn't know that promotion existed. Remember when you were 4 or 5 and Gollum scared you? Gollum is a scary character. He's not a wholesome guy. He's meant to be scary. Gollum, I mean, he's also kind of meant to be funny, especially sort of later down the line when he's traveling with the characters. There's light moments, but he is a dark, scary, evil guy for sure. Very much by design. Okay. Where are these plated things? And oh, there we go. I think we're just about getting to the end of this one, and then we're going to move on to manual number 2. We're last couple of pages of the first manual. So I think that marks somewhat the halfway point, but it's really hard to tell. I don't know. I don't know if it is the halfway point, to be honest, because all the parts came out all at the same time. So, you know, I don't even know how many numbered bags there's supposed to be. I don't even know that number. So I could give you a guesstimation, but it would just be a guesstimation. Ah, what the heck? That looks like it stayed on and then it just popped right off. Okay. And we've got a little inverted piece here. And 1 by 1. All right. Hi Jack, I'm a minifigure collector. I discovered that every minifigure has a white line on their legs recently. It looks like it's going to be broken, but they are all new. Oh, really? Is that like a problem with the mold machine or something? There's a white line on the legs? I will have to check some of my new minifigs and see if I can find what you're talking about. I haven't noticed this white line though. I will take a look. Let's see. Brick Ink. Jack, I'm a big fan. All right, thank you. We always are happy to have fans jumping in. Jack, are there 6 bags? There are 6 bags. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you for looking that up. I didn't check it myself. All right. Boom. There it is. So this is kind of the front section, and now we're adding one of the gates. I guess it's not the gate, the front gate, but it's definitely an entrance point for sure. So there it is. And you can guess, actually, there's one little last part to do right now before I forget, which is adding this little piece. It wants you to add this one last part. Is right here. No. Wait. Let me point that at myself. I can't even see. Okay, no, it's pointing this way. There it is. Okay. Okay. Now I move on. Manual number 1 done. There's only 2 manuals, and we're a little over halfway through the stickers and stuff. So here's manual number 2. So you can see we've built up this and this. So the next section is going to be this and this tower. And there's some stairs and stuff as well that go along the front. Boom. All right. So that's what we're working on. Jack, do you have any advice for a French guy, 18 years old, who's about to begin a Lego collection? say goodbye to your wallet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a whole lot I can give you advice on exactly. I mean, I don't know what type of, just the pieces, the figs, buying, selling, custom building. There's so many different avenues you can go. I would say good luck and Godspeed. Oh, these guys have their weapons. One is this weapon. He's got sort of the old Urukai weapon. Jack, I'm a big fan. Jack, have you seen the Lego Ninjago movie yet? We have not. We've been working too much on Lego stuff to see the Lego movie. All right, so they've got their weapons. These were the figs that I was supposed to build in that bag, even though they were already built and separated out. All right. This part, why does this part look a little bit funky? Is that wide enough? Let me just see if I've got the proper pieces. This is the last one of these pointed parts. Oh no, that's correct. But now if I just need to find, oh, there it is. Okay. Jack, have you shame on Ninjago movie hasn't come out in the UK yet. Still waiting for October. Oh wow, that's super late. Wonder why they haven't bothered. I thought the UK and a lot of European markets usually get big Hollywood movies. Actually, I don't know. Who produced? Yeah, Warner Brothers produced. Yeah, it's a big Hollywood movie. Yeah, doesn't the UK get that stuff before the States? Like 9 times out of 10? I didn't know that. I thought it was like a golden rule, but maybe not. I learn a new thing every day. Jack, are you going to make a Lego Nerf gun? I was looking at that. I'm like, oh, that might make a popular YouTube video. I honestly don't really play around with Nerf. My brother got one recently, just for fun. Those things are a lot stronger than I remember. Like, way stronger than I remember. Like, when you're a kid and you had a Nerf gun, you're like happy if you could get the dart to just go across the room. Like, just arc it across the room. That was like a good gun. A good Nerf gun. But now it's like, those things just shoot like crazy fast. Which is cool. Like, I'm kind of glad that the people that are in charge of Nerf have just been, they've been working at engineering them to be better and better and better over the years, which is good. I'm glad that they didn't just settle with kind of the same standard sort of whatever gun that they had back from years and years ago. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of Nerf stuff. I don't think I will be. Jack, you are awesome. Are you going to make a... Who would you rather never use Lego again or never use YouTube again? Ooh, man, I don't know. No, I would probably never use YouTube again. Well, that would suck. I mean, I'd have to reorient like everything I do in my life right now, which is all YouTube stuff. But I think that would be easier to adapt than to just never touching Lego again. Because I can still do like video editing and other things. But fortunately, I don't have to make that choice of either Lego or YouTube. Here we go. Let's get some of these larger pieces. We got some more stickers. Sticker time. This one and this one, stickers. Do you not like your beard and mustache? Why would I not like it? I always have to remember to do the beard oil, though. Your skin can get irritated if you do not do that. All right, there's that, and some vine stuff goes on the smaller piece. Let's get this one through, and we're good. All right. Can you guys hear the music? Why do I feel like... Is there no music? I definitely played music. Oh, weird. Hold on. A media player has frozen for music. Weird. Ah! And I can't even... Oh, hold on. I have to open up Task Manager. It's not even letting me force... Hold on. Control... Let's open up Task Manager. Okay. And where is Media Player? Okay. Media Player is out. Let's try that again, guys. Let's get some music back in here. I had no idea. Nobody told me the music was off. Okay, here. Media Player. Oops. Okay, let's get this back open. Unless it was playing and I just didn't hear it. No, I can hear it now. Yeah, okay. That's weird. It just the program froze. I just had to kill it with Task Manager just now to reopen it. Weird. When does Media Player crash? Don't answer that. All right. Because the music is super, super low for me. If I can hear the music too loud, then you guys can hear it through the microphone, and then it starts to reverberate through and mess with the actual music. So that's why it's super low. I can barely hear it, but it's so you guys can't. So sometimes I don't notice if it's playing like a funny song, or in this case, if it's not playing at all. Yeah, let's get the show on the track. If the Lego Batman movie will get a second minifigure series, do you think Lego Batman... Yes, it will. It will get a second minifigure series. I think they've already, like, they haven't shown the pictures officially of it, but they have, like officially, unofficially announced that it is going to happen. So there is going to be a new series for the Lego, like, collectible minifig series. So that is going to be a lot of Batman figs, which is part of the reason why we're going to be doing a huge extension for it, building it up for tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'm missing such a specifically different piece that we've never used in this build yet. So I don't even know what pile they would have put it in, because there's no other Technic parts like it. I feel like it would go here though. Alright. I might have to grab another... Oh, found it. Woohoo. And you know what? I found this part, which is something that I grabbed from my own personal parts collection. And I feel like there was, yeah. And then these parts, these parts I grabbed from my own personal collection, but I ended up finding later, which is I sort of suspected would be the case. When is the Falcon coming back in stock? Not sure. They're not really saying. They're saying like tentatively November, I think was what they were trying to say, but they haven't officially said when, because I don't know if they even know. Here we go. This is definitely a booby trap function for sure. There it is. Watcha. There's the booby trap. It kind of sticks out a little too far. There we go. Yep, so there we go. Easy, easy, easy. I almost want to move this whole wall out of the way and get some of my parts back in here. Okay. Almost out of the 1x4 bricks. When is the Falcon coming back? A guy in a Lego store told me he hoped to get it back in December. Oh, really? So, like, not even November? I hope that's not the case, just for, you know, the people that want to get it. Here we go. Ah, okay. Move front. And what are we missing? So many pieces open all at the same time. I feel like this build would have been so much faster if 6 bags. Dude, just 6 bags and just 6 bags for a little bit of like 800 pieces. Way less part searching. Way less. Would have been very convenient. Okay, and we got ourselves a spider. Spider time. Which side? Okay. It's spider time. Let's get the spider in there. Okay. Jack, should I get the Spinjitzu training set or the smaller set from Batman vs. Superman? Personally, I'm always a fan of the, oh, I think I put it on this side. Personally, I'm always a fan of the Batman versus, the little Batman versus Superman one. I liked that. I liked that one a lot. Where it was Batman in the armor suit. It's one of my personal favorite Batman minifigs. If that's the one you're describing. Okay. Here we go. Picking up all the parts. This thing keeps asking me to flip it around like every time I look at it. It wants me flipped back into the other little section. There we go. Shouldn't be too hard. Top MGC. Do you remember me? Maybe. I don't know. Get a lot of questions. Can't say that it's ringing a bell immediately. Where's Mike at? Mike is editing, man. Mike is cramming through the edits as fast as he can. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing right after I finish this build. Lots of videos on the roster for this week. And I'm going to be gone this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to be gone this weekend, so I need to get some extra stuff done, or work just to get a bit more extra stuff done by the time I'm out. Going up to the Bay Area. Okay, what is out on this side? This side, and the last one. Somebody. Please review some old SpongeBob sets. We've done all the SpongeBob collecting. I do have some old sets that are in storage from a while ago. Might be able to take those out someday, but not really a priority on our part for right now. So, sorry for the Lego collection. I meant in terms of space or conditioning or sets not to miss. Well, keeping dust down is good. We just got ourselves a Roomba in the studio. That'll be part of the studio update. Keeping dust down in a room is almost just as effective as trying to regularly dust in a house. Keep the dust down altogether so you don't have to dust nearly as often, and when you do, you don't get nearly as much stuck to your Lego. That's always a good rule. And then sets not to miss. I mean, that's kind of your own discretion, but if you're looking into like trying to find sets that you think are going to be worth money later in the future, I mean, go for things that you think, the big sets that have licenses that are going to be popular. Usually the more buzz you hear about it within the community, chances are those are going to be the ones that end up being considerably more collectible and pricey or whatever later down the line. So really just kind of goes sort of your own discretion, but I don't know. I don't know if there is like some standardized rule on finding what's really going to be collectible. Sometimes you just look at a set and you're like, oh yeah, people want that. People are going to want that 5 years from now. That's going to be collectible, but you can never be perfectly sure of that. It's never possible to be perfectly sure. Let's see. But yeah, big Star Wars sets, those pretty much never fail to become collectibles. And I think also things that sort of have like a classic or timeless feel to them, like the Haunted House, like Monster Fighters sets. Those minifigs, most of them are not considered like super desirable, at least in terms of a collector's standpoint, aside from like maybe Zombie Bride. But some of those sets are really, really expensive. And am I missing one? Unless it's underneath the piece. I cannot find it. All right, there's supposed to be another one of these nougaty parts here on the edge. I'm gonna leave it out for now. It doesn't really mess around with the build thing, but there should be another nougaty toothed piece. We'll find it. Okay. I think after this, there's only one more tower to build, or one more structured piece to build. So that's cool. We're starting to get towards the end for sure. Jack, does the New York Comic Con also get exclusive minifigs? I don't think they get them. They've had exclusive releases, but they ended up not remaining exclusive, which means technically no, but they would sometimes. There are figs that come out in the special Comic-Con packaging, but then you'll find them later in another set, which make them not exclusive. But I don't know. Oh, we just finished this. It's easy. So I'm going to pull the rest of the Battle of Guldur. Pulling that back in. Okay, yeah. This is going to go back in there. And we're good. So now we're building up. There's one. I think the tower attaches. No. I think there's one more thing that attaches. Can't. Where the heck would it? I feel like there'd be. Oh no, it attaches onto this end because there's Technic pins. So we're gonna add one more tower onto the edge of this wall. But this is so far everything we've made up, and it has the ability to just turn in on 2 angles, which I think is fine. Okay. Favorite Lego fig? Don't have one. I don't think I've got one. Okay, this I think is kind of the coolest structure though. You get to build it up the tallest. Would you like another original trilogy X-Wing after the Solo movie set comes out? Yeah, I think Lego could do a very good job at making a super high quality, either minifig scale or larger than minifig scale X-Wing. So many custom builders, so many people that are really talented have made really awesome mocks of X-Wings. They just keep getting better, and they just keep getting more perfectly designed. And Lego hasn't really entered that realm with their X-Wing building yet, so I'd be down. I would definitely be down for them to try that out. Jack, do you think Lego should make a new Deadpool minifigure? I mean, the last one is kind of hard to get for a good price, and Deadpool Duck, they're not going to. That was that actually took me by surprise. I really didn't think they were going to make a Deadpool Duck fig. I mean, it's first of all, it's really not that well known of a comic. I mean, it's really not like this, even within the comic book world. I don't know how popular Deadpool Duck really is. And it's Deadpool. Like, I'm really surprised that Lego decided to associate themselves with Deadpool again, especially after how the movie came out. Not really the most appropriate thing for their theme, but they're not going to. There's like no way now. They would never have any incentive for creating another Deadpool Duck fig. Should they? Would it be cool if they got one? Sure. But yeah, the way to get him now, the official guy from the actual Wolverine set, he's super collectible, obviously. Really expensive, I'm sure. So, yeah, you could go for that one. It's like the Wolverine Showdown set, I think. And the set itself isn't particularly impressive. It's just like a helicopter build, Magneto and Wolverine. But, yeah. I mean, there's also, if you really want one, I mean, there are people that do custom prints and stuff. You could probably find a Deadpool fig for like $15 or $20 as a custom print. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't done the research myself. Now there it is. All right, I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. How are you, Jack? Pretty good, Jack. Favorite set? I don't really have a favorite set, guys. You guys keep asking. I mean, it's you know, I always used to say UCS Slave 1. Then I think the Falcon is just amazing. It really is an awesome set. But at the same time, I also just like, you know, I don't really have like this die-hard ultra sort of, I don't even know what you would call it, like, you know, you're chasing that dragon of whatever. This is the ultimate set that I always want and will always want. I don't really have that. Not really. And because I build so much, like I very rarely sit back and look at another set. I'm just like, oh, I'm so in awe of this, and it will always be my favorite. I've got, you know, I love the pirate ships from back in the day. I really like Ice Planet stuff, you know, for nostalgic reasons, but even then it's, I don't have like a super favorite. Hi, Jack, huge fan. All right, Issa. Do you know the Minecraft is a game where you mine stuff to craft and stuff? Oh, yeah. Yes, Lego Rocket Raccoon. I did see the finale of Rick and Morty. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, I didn't think it was that... I didn't think the last 2 episodes were that good compared to the rest of the season. I thought they were... The last 2 episodes, personally, I wasn't as into. Middle of the season, I think, was pretty spot on. Like, everything just felt like super good. Really liked the Citadel episode. But yeah, the last 2 episodes, ABC's Beth and the Rick Churian Morty date or whatever. Not my favorite ones from the season, but still decent. Don't get me wrong, still good. And I've got some mocks and stuff that I eventually need to get episodes out for. I built them forever ago. I don't want to forget how I put them together. Jack, what should I get? Classic orange, blue, red, or green? What do you mean? You talking about? What are you talking about? If you had to break a Lego set, which one would you choose? Well, we've already broken a lot. I mean, broke them down for parts and stuff. We've done that plenty. So I don't know. We've already done it so much that there's so many sets that I just have, and then you just kind of, oh, what the? That is not structurally sound. Kidding me? It's kind of, it's like this is like held on by nothing. And I asked you to put it on. I don't know if I've got any major sets that I want to break down. Like, I think what would be cool looking to break, but not something that I would actually break, would be either the bucket wheel excavator, or if you had like the camera set up properly, like the Disney castle, like those would look amazing, I think, to break. Or actually, I don't know, maybe Technic wouldn't break apart that well, but I'm going to put a sticker up on just this one. Is this the last sticker? Oh, it's the second to last. Oh, wait a second. I'm supposed to put a sticker on the bottom level, too. Oops. Oh, yeah, this vine thing is supposed to be here. Oopsie-daisy. I just skipped that. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Cool. So there's the vine thing, and then this last one up here, this is where I'm supposed to add the very last, oh, not quite the last sticker, almost the last sticker. Oop. Oop. Come on now. And cool. So there we go. Oh, Lego Classic color sets? Classic color sets? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the classic color sets. Are there sets where you just Biological color? Like, that doesn't sound familiar to me. Sorry, am I showing my ignorance? I really don't know. Okay, and this is the actual last sticker right here. That's it. It's just like a, it's not even a fish bone. It's a bone of like maybe a bird or something. I don't know. Or the bones of a bird, I should say. So that sticker stuck down here. Okay. There it is. Now we're just adding the last of this. This is going to build up a big old tower. Oop. My city to add more things Jack shall put in. Okay. How do I live stream from my tablet's camera? I have no idea. We've never messed around with the tablet interface. I don't even know if it's probably possible, but I have no idea. Not the slightest clue, sir. If it's the UCS Millennium Falcon, I would pick that. Oh, you want to break the big old Falcon? Yeah, just to see it go, right? Yeah, it would look amazing. I know that guy from Wired has broken a couple of big Lego sets on slow-mo cameras. Maybe he'll bite the bullet and make a video on that, so none of us have to consider I would never consider breaking mine, but not unless I met Harrison Ford on a talk show like that one guy did. Here we go. Jack, will you do more Star Wars videos? We will always do more Star Wars videos. We will never stop doing Star Wars videos, sir. They're always going to be around. Okay, so this goes here. Just getting these up now. And this is kind of a weak set of little brick structures here. Hopefully this will get a bit stronger. I guarantee you it will, but it feels a little funny right now. Okay. The Hobbit movies were disappointing. They were disappointing. Well, they just came from such an awesome legacy of Lord of the Rings films. And then they just weren't given the time, and directors were switching out, and all these production problems were happening. And then they started like extending it out to like longer time scales. Like they just made the movies longer and longer. Because they just kept on adding stuff in, which is cool for like super fans. But in terms of just, I don't know, the structure of a movie, it didn't really work that well. Didn't work too well. Here we go. Adding in, sorry, I keep moving some of this stuff like out of the shot where you can't see it as easily. There we go. Now this is going to add in to the back here. Right there. Okay. Jack, what's your favorite football team? American football? I don't really have a ton of, like, I'm not a big sports fan, so any name I give out, I'll be like, ooh, I like these guys, but only because I just said a name. I don't really have a favorite football team. And if you are European and you meant soccer or whatever, yeah, same thing. I don't follow a whole lot of sports teams or anything. It's all right. I mean, I am from the Bay Area, so I would like the Niners. I heard the Raiders like switched or something to Vegas, or they're gonna switch, or they switched a while ago. I don't even know. I don't know much about those guys. Ooh, interesting. Where are these wedge pieces? There they are. Wedge and wedge. There we go. This is getting much stronger now. It's still a little bit funny. Yeah, these pieces still fit on in kind of a funny, weird, loose way. Not that strong. Okay. One and two and three. So we're building up. I think this is the final platform at the top. Jack, if you were given $300 to spend in Lego sets, what would you buy? Are you assuming I don't have the sets that I have right now? Because, you know, I would probably rebuy a lot of my favorite ones that I have right now. I'd be spending most of it on Lego Ninjago movie sets. I think those are really cool. But if I had nothing, if I had actually nothing, I'd probably get a couple of Star Wars sets. I don't know which ones. Oh, there it is. Dang vine piece. I was looking for it. Jack, can I ask you a question? Maybe, yeah, you can. I might miss it because I keep looking up and down, and then I'll look up and a bunch of questions sometimes fly by, and I don't see. So if I miss it, sorry. I am trying, but I'm also trying to build in a way where I don't go super, super, super slow, just a little bit super slow. Oop. There's one more of these. I live in UK, so I say football, but you say soccer. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fair. You guys, on a logistical standpoint, you guys are totally right. You're 100% in the clear. Football, you use your feet. American football, you kind of kick it every now and then. It doesn't. Yeah, no, yeah. Football is fine. I don't have any affinities towards saying soccer, football. Either way, I don't really watch the sports. Building up this final bit of tower. Looks like it's been broken down quite a bit. That's the feeling I'm getting from all the details that we're working in. Do you like The Hobbit? Yes, I liked it as a book much more than the movie, but I liked the movies of The Lord of the Rings much more than the books. And you're knocking right through. Can you, I'm a professor of sports. Dan, can you take over for me? Okay. What is your favorite Star Wars set? UCS, Slave One, and Millennium Falcon. Together as one. Jack, what would you suggest if you started a set and then left it and wanted to start it again? I would say start building. The biggest thing you can do is start building it in a place where you don't have to mess around with it for, like, you're not going to need to pack all your parts back up or pack the pieces away again and then set it up again. That's really inconvenient, and it also allows for pieces to get lost a lot more easily. So if you do have to not start a build or something, or if you start a build and then have to stop, figure out your schedule before you start. If you're looking at something that's like thousands of pieces and you know it's going to take you more than a day, then start the build in a place where you know you don't have to mess around with that. So that's one thing, is figure out, try to guesstimate beforehand whether or not you're going to need to do that. And then once you've figured that out, yeah, plan where you're going to build it, and hopefully if you're not building it on the kitchen table or something and you have to pack it up at the end of the day, then yeah, you'll be fine. But if you do have to pack it up, I mean, just be careful, dude. I don't know how else to say other than whatever is painfully obvious, but just be careful when you're packing up a partially completed set or a huge group of bricks that are all loose and stuff that you can very easily just miss everything. This catapult is these little catapults are so lame. They really weren't that good at toys. They're using them in Shima and stuff, and they just, I don't know. They're not very good. Oh, and there's a couple other little bomb pieces. See, yeah, this wasn't used at all in the movie. There weren't really booby traps. I think they were like falling off of stuff, and there was definitely some evil goblins and stuff. But dang it, there's another one of these. Oh wait, hold on. I'll just put that here. Okay, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, it tells you to put the spare shot here, so you don't have it sort of sitting around on its own. That makes sense. All right, get a nice little torch. We're almost there, by the way, guys. I think after I finish this tower, it's building the front stairs, and we're good. We're good to go. Jack, do you play MOP.io? No, I don't. I don't know what that is. What is your favorite Ninjago set? Obviously from the Lego Ninjago movie, and I would say it is the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. Boom! We just finished the tower. In this tower, why do I feel this tower is... Did I build this the... Wait a second, let me look at this thing. No, I didn't build this the wrong way. Why does this thing feel... Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. So the tower actually fits in the front. Oh, I see. Okay. Did we do that the right way? I think we did. Ah, I just broke that off. Oops. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is actually the front of it, and this is the main bit. We're building the stairs that come out to here now. And you know what? I think we might actually be missing one of those nougaty front pieces. We might actually be missing that part. So this guy had, I think, everything else that he said he was going to need, assuming we don't miss anything right now. But yeah, we're missing that. And then this is the last figure that you're supposed to build, which is just a skeleton, doesn't really count. Jack, the music is gone? You're right, I don't hear anything. Tickly Pickles, hey-o, I've arrived. Hello, Tickly Pickles. How's it going? You've arrived just in time for... Dude, yeah, and it keeps on saying the same thing, which is media changing. And yeah, you're right, I can't... You're right, I'm not going to try messing around with it because there's obviously something wrong with Windows Media Player right now. I'm moving this out of the way. That's weird. Yeah, the music just stops working, and then Media Player crashes. I have to open up my Task Manager and force quit it, and then reopen it again for the music to start playing. Come on, Media Player. It's like you're the base default program that, you play media in the most basic sense of the term. It's weird that we'd be having these problems with it. So my bad, guys. No music for today's stream. I'll figure out why Media Player keeps on crashing unexpectedly. What is your favorite color? Don't have one. You guys keep on asking me for favorites and stuff. I feel bad. I feel like a curmudgeon, like I don't have one. I don't have one. I have one. It's purple. Sure. Let's just say purple is my favorite color. Yeah. Sure, yeah, purple's a good color. It's both blue and red. Think about that. Big Rick, you got the gift for Halloween for Lego Life? We got the little Halloween set, but we didn't do the Lego Life. I haven't gone to any of those Lego Life meetings or anything at the stores. Never done it. Okay. Let's move this back here in the front. And these are, oh, interesting. These are going to actually be, maybe I'll move this forward so I can show you. What the heck? Where did I even break that off from? Oh, I broke it off from, what? I just broke something off and I grabbed it in my hand as I broke it. I don't even know where it's supposed to go back on. How did that happen? Oh, I grabbed it from the top of the tower. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So this is going to go right here in the front. Boom. And kaplowy. All right. There we go. I guess I'll try to leave this in sort of the viewership. There's a bit of sort of odd building that I'm going to try to get in the screen as much as possible. But it is going to be a little bit awkward because I'm sort of extending my arms out almost all the way to do it. So if it looks a little funny or if I accidentally grab something off screen, that's my bad. All right. It's a very kind of awkward way to build stairs too. Please don't tell me this is a ×2. Let me just look that up. Nope, it is not. Okay. Just wanted to double check, make sure. And we put this there, this there. All right. Will you do a leg? Wow, where did that? Will you do a Lego parts tour? Yeah, we'll do. We've done studio tours before, showing our parts. Not super comprehensive, not like crazy detailed, because at a certain point, we didn't want to show like every little thing. But yeah, we will do. Sorry, see that moved out of the. I'm like already extending my arms almost all the way there. Okay. Yeah, we'll do more studio tour stuff. I keep on putting that episode off and then putting it off and then putting it off, just because we're so focused on other stuff. But it is going to happen. Okay. Some more of these inverted pieces there. All right. Dang, this is a very awkward way to build stairs. I have to say, it is a little bit funky, but it's working. I mean, in a weird way, it's working. And I have a feeling it's going to be the exact same idea for the next flight on the other side. Have you seen those new Comic-Con brickheads? They're radical. Yes, they're dope. They're awesome. I want them. I want them. I want them. And we're going to get them for sure. They look really good. Boba Fett, Han Solo Carbonate. Let's do it all day. And it's promising we might be getting some Cloud City stuff in the future. I don't know if that's like alluding to some more Cloud City stuff for 2018, but one can hope. One can definitely hope. All right, and get that piece up and another blank piece there. What an interesting little design for the stairs. Is that it? Oh wait, almost. Just have to add these little technic pieces and we should be good. Oh, did some people not realize Nightbot was a robot? Yep, you're right. Nightbot is not a robot. I mean, it is a robot. So if you guys are getting like weird that Nightbot keeps deleting your stuff, it's just on an algorithm, guys. It doesn't think for itself. Boom. Okay, yeah, I knew that. We were going to be doing the next... Sorry, let me just grab all these pieces and put them on the other side. I've got to like reach over the set now in order to kind of keep everything sort of in play so you can kind of see it all. All right. There's that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Jack, I have a Halloween joke. All right, Lego Star Wars boy, let's hear it. Halloween joke. When is the fan mock video coming? It's coming tomorrow. I'm going to be working on that immediately. I've been putting the stuff together. There's like, I don't know, I want to say 250 emails right now, which is just an insane amount. It is so much. And each person sends on average about 3 mocks. It's so much. It's awesome that you guys want to do that, but you pronounced carbonite wrong? Really? No, they call it carbonite, don't they? You should do some Lego animations, Jack. Yeah, but Lego animations take a huge amount of time, unfortunately. And time is what we do not have, unfortunately. There's guys that have legit animation studios set up for that. We could set up an animation studio, but we'd have to have a bit more space because it's not the same thing as having just a normal Lightroom. You need a few more logistical things to help you out with that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Bricks for Back. My favorite sets are the Simpsons house, Quickie Mart, Parisian restaurant. All 3 sit in the glass cabinet proudly. Awesome. Get this up. Finished season 2 of Rick and Morty the other day. Awesome. Season 2 was a good season. And that was when I discovered Rick and Morty, was when it was like halfway through releasing season 2. So I didn't know about it throughout all of season 1, and then I started watching it halfway through, and I got super into it, and then it was like, all right, see you in a year and a half, or whatever whatever he says. So yeah, it is a good show. It's a good show. Okay. When is the ghost's favorite place to eat? Where is a ghost's favorite place to eat? Hey, Mike, where's the ghost's favorite place to eat? It's Burger King. That's funny. That's funny, especially because Mike says burger, like his Polish accent forces him to say it like a ghost would say it. Burger. Let's get some hamburgers. Hamburgers. All right. Let's get that in. Just about there with this. Such a weird way to put this together, but we've got it. And that should just about be it for the top. 1, 2. Carbone eater. Oh, you pronounced it what? Carbonate? 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 Is that what you say? I said carbone eat earlier instead of carbonite. That sounds weird. I feel like I wouldn't have accidentally pronounced it carbone eat. But perhaps I did. Who knows? I'll look back through. Oop, get a couple of these little pieces on the top. Now we've pretty much built up the ruins here. There's one last thing. This is the very last thing that's separated slightly. So let me just make sure that I've got all the parts set up. Okay. Let's get this last thing on the road. This is, what is this? Oh, this is one of those places where you stick somebody in a cage and they just kind of sit there until they're no longer alive. That is what we're building right now. All right. Snoke isn't Boba Fett. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Snoke is Boba Fett. That would be a really bad reveal. I would be really sad if that's what they tried to write into the story. This is much faster. There's hardly any pieces now left on the table. So finally, we're building at a pace where you can kind of see everything all at the same time, which is much more convenient. Here we go. Oh, and of course we're flipping that around. Number 2. I see. Just getting the last parts in. This is the sprint towards the end, guys. This is the last little bit, and then the set is Dunzo, McFunzo. It's almost there. Hey, Jack, I'm in the middle of the Lego Detective's office set. It's so big. Yeah, the Detective's office was a good one. I like that one, too. There's some secret stuff missing. Or there's some secret stuff like on the inside of the set. Oh, here we go. I was looking for that. Okay, we're almost there. Just making sure we got it all. Okay. Yeah. Let's see this. Got a little bit of a push pin action going on. All right, yeah, this is going to be the little pulley lever. Alright, this is very quick and easy. Quick and easy, quick and easy, quick and easy peasy. There. Now, this, oh I see, and then you can pull the pin sort of in this thing. It's going to drop. Interesting. Alright, we're building up the actual cage now. And that is it. Glad you liked the joke, Jet. Very good. No, it's actually really good because Mike is that is how Mike says burger. He says burger. Boo. Burger. All right. I like Nightbot's channel background banner. What? Here we go. No, stop live streaming. It sounds like it's a really important thing that we don't live stream. All right. There's 1. Boom. And here's 2. Boom. All right. There's 2, and then. Whoop. And this is the last one. This looks like a really easy cage to get out of. Now that I'm putting this together, it looks like a super easy cage to get out of. Look at this. It's only 4 bars. Can't even keep a minifig in there without him falling out, probably. Oh, let's put the skeleton in. That's who's supposed to be in here. So the skeleton's gonna stand in, hanging out, just chilling. There we go. So the skeleton's inside the cage now. And here is a chain. So let's do it this way. It wants to be attached this direction. Come on. Oh yeah, getting that single stud in between the 4 is always fun. There it is. And we're good. We've got our little piece set up. Oh, and it actually goes into the tower, which is kind of nice. Oh, you can switch it out. That's odd. You can take out the catapult, which is technically only held in by 1 jumper piece here. Oh, see, look, I didn't even try to. This guy was studded in also, and he fell out. That's bad. Oh, and this little piece wanted to jump out. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some. Yeah, it's not as stable. This does look better when it's inside the tower, though. So I'm gonna have that in there. Is this correct? Yeah, it is. He just needs to be facing this way. Cool. And all right. So you added a couple of extra pieces. All right, but not too much. And a lot of those extra pieces were ones that I'd pulled out earlier. So let's get the figs back in here. Actually didn't take Gandalf out of the bag yet. Boom. I owe this up, but I was Union, take care of it. Do you think we'll have more Lego NASA rocket sets? I don't know. They're getting approved for ideas, or at least voted through, not approved officially. So it's possible. But I don't know. It's something we're just going to have to find out. Okay, so we've got Gandalf with his staff here, and then Gandalf also comes with a sword. Boom. We're good. And that, sirs, is the actual end of the build. So let me go through what the heck this old set is about. I forgot to take the Necromancer out. Come on, it's the Necromancer. Very cool. What? His print is so simple. That's kind of funny. I wonder if that thing glows in the dark. No, I don't think it does. I could hold it up to the light and then we would see. But I'm going to zoom it in and I'm going to show you guys what we just put together. Okay. Let's turn this around. Sorry, I'm like moving all these pieces around so you can see. But this is the back actually. But what I like about the back is that it doesn't, it feels just as good and complete as the front. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think, one of the best qualities I think about this set is it doesn't just look like just a chunk of a section. It's like a very complete part of the wall, both on the front and the back. Full Dulgor dual. Oh man, I can't say that. But yeah, so this is, oh my gosh. I broke the thing out. Dang it. Well, this bit of the tower is only held in by 1 stud, so it's got enough weight. Oh man, this whole thing broke too. So it's got enough weight for this thing to want to bust out. Bust a move, basically. So, oops a daisy. Oh, and it broke off the arm for the skeleton. Crazy. How much was the set? This set originally sells for 70 pounds or $70 or 80 euro. That was the original price from 2013. We got it for pretty much the exact same price as we got it for the same price as when you bought it brand new back in 2013, but we just bought it used. So we didn't spend any more for it. We spent the same, but we bought it used, which is, of course, not as good. So this has the ability to drop the skeleton, the person who's been stuck up in this perch. And the reason why that fell out is because it's supposed to be interchangeable with a catapult. Not the greatest design, though, because it's really, this whole thing is only held in with one single stud. And let me just look at that. Let me just look. Oh, you know what? There was a little bit of building I was supposed to put on top of this. Let me just look back at that. Oops, daisy. Yeah, there's one bit here. Not too bad, but I did skip out just the tiniest amount. Yes. There's a part here and then a part here. So, oops. I did skip out on a little bit of the detailing here. But anyways, that's it. That's done. We're done. I thought they were extra, but I must have skipped that last section. So anyways, it's not bad, though. I'm going to take this out so when I pick this up and show you guys, Dual Guldur. Dual Guldur. You wrote that phonetically. Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Now, we were actually missing a piece, though, and that was this little bit, that little nougaty spike piece. But other than that, not bad. It's actually probably kind of a hard piece to replace, though. Pretty good detailing all around. I have to say, it feels a little bit uniform, and the walls are a little too smooth. And this gray, this light gray that kind of comes in as sort of the structural reinforcement plates, the light gray that comes through, it's too uniform. It feels a little bit too symmetrical and too well planned out for the ruins being what they are. So there is a little bit of the design here that feels kind of older. You know, it is designed and released from 2013, so it is older. But I think that's part of what dates it, is some of that sort of uniformity and smoothness between the light bluish gray plates here that kind of run through the whole set. And the back, because it is the back, you know, it's not supposed to be quite as detailed. But they got so darn close. This also does feel a little bit flat, too, with, like, the perfect spaces for the brown pieces. Like, they're not even offset at different places. They're all symmetrical. And it's weird that these offset color pieces would be symmetrical, especially because there's plenty of single one-by-one dark grays they could have changed places with. Yeah, there's a few parts here that make it look a little bit, you know, I feel like those are design choices that would have been properly, oh, you know what? I actually skipped out on this part too. I was supposed to put that in here like that. Oops. I skipped out on another little piece. Not a big deal. Supposed to put that in there. It's just a little bit of extra. I wasn't sure if we had extras left over from what he sent us or what we put in there. So anyways, that part goes in, no problems. But yeah, so that's the general thing. The actual functions are, we've got this torch that turns around this door here, which is a sticker detailing, decent enough, nothing too crazy. And then the only other action functions are you get to switch off between shooting this little catapult here at the top. I'm not even gonna bother. It's that old catapult piece. I don't think they use this hardly anymore. I think they fit it into a Nexo Knight set or two. This has to stop as a play function, though. I don't think it works very well. And then you could also switch it out with this, which doesn't really stay on very easily. They should have had at least 2 stud holes to have this thing, because it kind of just falls out and it's weighted very improperly. So I guess for the time being, I will just keep the catapult in place. And this thing still can work as its own sort of side build. It doesn't necessarily have to be part of the thing. But You know what we did do? Oh, hold on. There's two other functions on the set here that I want to show you, and then I'll get into the figs because we did get this set for the figs. So, two other functions. Very simple. First function is going to be here behind this spider web, and it's just this swing axe function. It's just there's a little activator. It's nothing too special. And then the last one here is this, which is you stick a skull in here, not a bomb, just a good old Middle Earth skull, and then you twist the vine and you drop a skull on somebody, which honestly, like, unless this thing is cursed, like, I don't see what the actual defense booby trap part is. Like, skulls are, I don't know if they would hurt that bad. Anyways, they might. So those are your defense functions, and that's the base of the set. We've got this here. This is very important. This is this nice statue. But you open it up, and guess what is on the inside? I think you guys can guess. The ring. Come on out. What the heck? Okay, well, the minifig's off. And the ring, there it is. Yeah, so we have the ring. One ring to rule them all. This was a good piece. I'm so glad that they made an actual ring piece in Lego. It's turned out to be a super useful part for MOCs as well. Let's check out the minifigs. Boom. I like that, Tristan. You managed to get an actual ring posted in there. Okay, so let's zoom this in. What kind of figs do we have? All right. And let me move on to what we have for the actual minifigs here. I know I had the name of this. Ah! That's annoying. Statue. Yeah, this is just the... Sorry. Okay, my bad, guys. This is just the statue of Guldur. I thought this could have been like another character. Like this belonged into like the old school references in the Silmarillion. They've done better printing later, especially when they did the angel, the weeping angel from Doctor Who. And it would have been nice if we had a face, some sort of crumbled face or something. But yeah, not bad. Okay, that's probably the least interesting character. This is also one of the least detailed characters, but very cool. The Necromancer. Or Sauron. I mean, I think they don't know it's who they're dealing with in the beginning, but yeah. So this is Sauron, or the Necromancer, the guy who... So it's all black. I like that it's all black, and it's just the simple detailing here. And the print is in sand green, but it almost looks like it could become glow-in-the-dark, which it's not. Like, I'm closing it off. It's not. I don't think they have glow-in-the-dark print. I don't think they do that. I think it's just the plastic. So we've got the two evils, and then here is Azog. Azog's looking good. This is not an exclusive version of Azog, or maybe he is exclusive to the set. There's another one where his mouth is a little bit wider open in another set, and I think this version of him comes also as a San Diego Comic-Con release, but, because he's in this set, he's not exclusive. This is the build for his actual body. So they did actually do a little bit of printing up here in case you wanted to reuse this for like a different, sort of flesh-toned, like tan-toned figure character, if you could figure that out. But he looks good. The claw for his hand is very good. I like the mold there. And yeah, definitely a decent fig. Not a bad-looking guy. Gandalf the Grey. Here we go. So this is Gandalf. I don't know how much he changes from other sets to other sets. He looks about the same as from what I've seen in, like, the Tower of Orthanc. The print for his face might be different. It might not be. I think this might be just about the same versions. I think a lot of Gandalfs are probably pretty darn similar. Of course, not being like Gandalf the White or something. And does he have printing on the back? Let's find out. I don't know. I do not even know. He does. He's got a little print on the back. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to show you guys what each of these figures sort of comes with, what they're all about, because we are in the process. This is part of the process. Oops, I should probably put his beard on. This is part of the process of getting all of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings figs. which we are currently working towards. So anyways, this is here's Gandalf, and he's got his hair, no hat, and I'm gonna show Radagast at the end because he's like the most exclusive. But we've got a couple of these guys. These are pretty cool. These are the Gundabad orcs. So this is just a Gundabad orc. This is like just a foot soldier. Decent enough looking guy. I like that he's got a little bit of the hair kind of just wisping away in the back. That's a nice little detail. And, you know, lots of bones, leather. Basically what you'd expect from an orc. And then this is Gundabad the Grey. I believe he is Gundabad the Grey. So, once again, another actual character. I don't know anything about this guy. I just know that that's his name. And he's obviously leading the orcs in this particular situation. Or maybe Azog is leading in this particular battle. But he looks good. I like the toothed armor. I think they've reused that piece a handful of times, maybe for Ninjago bad guys at a certain point. And the print for his body, though, is actually the same, as well as the head. He's pretty much the exact same guy, just he's got the armor. That's it, yeah. So anyways, those are the two orcs. Here's the main guy. This is Radagast. This is the very exclusive collectible guy. I think part of it is, too, like, within the lore, he's, you know, there's only a handful of, like, really powerful wizards, and he is one of them. And look at this. He's got himself, that's a separate quill piece that sticks into the mold for his really ridiculous hat slash beard. This mold is like one of the most involved molds here. You can take the whole thing off, and it's his beard that's got the bird poop, you know, coming down the side. And because I think there's a bird living in his head, right? Doesn't he have like a bird under his hat or something? Can't remember. He's a bit crazy. And then there's his one crazy face. I like the print too. I like that it's shiny, and he's got sort of the leaf embedded in there, and then he's got the print on the back of his face. I am willing to argue that he also has prints that go onto his back as well. If they bothered to put the basic detailing on Gandalf, they probably put the cool detailing on the back of Radagast, and they did. Very much in the fashion of the actual props that a lot of these actors wore in these Lord of the Rings movies. They were like so detailed that like yeah, they're crazy detailed. So of course they bothered to go, I think, a little bit above and beyond for a lot of what these characters ended up having as Lego minifigs as well. So this is the really rare guy. I can't remember how much he's going for on Bricklink, but he was part of the reason why we decided to get the whole set here, and a couple of the other characters that we didn't have, instead of just ordering individual figs for a collection. So he's back. Sorry. And there he is with his staff. So not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's get the whole thing out. I'm back. Awesome. Hashtag Radagast. Yep. Let me stand all these guys up. I'm going to zoom this camera back out a bit so you can see what's going on. I'm actually going to push all these guys forward because this has got to be back in the shot, doesn't it? Let's get the statue back on. There we go. And not a bad little set. And I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. This was pretty much the cheapest version of a used set that we got that was available to us when we ordered, and pretty happy with the way it ended up turning out, or I am. We're missing just the one nougaty thing, which is, you know, it's too bad, but it doesn't honestly pull very much away from the actual set. And good figs, good figs. Pretty simple, very simple figs, but not bad at all. You know what? I'm going to put this on the other side so you can kind of see it. So that is going to be it for this set review. I'm really glad that we did end up getting this. And we've got one other Lord of the Rings / Hobbit set. It's a Hobbit set, or from the movie The Hobbit at least. And so we're going to have another one of those for a live stream at some point. Let me switch back to this one. This one. Actually, I wanted to switch out to this one. All right, so that is going to be it, guys. I've got a live stream set up for tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a custom build, or it's going to be the extension add-on custom build to our the custom minifigure display for Batman. We did a big one. It's black and yellow. It's got the sort of bat symbol right in the middle. It looks really good, but it just can't even hold. It can only hold like half of all the Batman figs that we currently own right now. So obviously we're going to have to extend it, and we can't just extend it a little bit because it'll just barely be able to hold all the things that exist right now. They're going to be making tons more Batmans in the future, so we're making it really big. I'm making it maybe too big. I don't know, but it's going to be about 3 times the size of its current size. I don't have it. It's in the other room right now, but that's going to be the live stream for tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Making a big old thing, and then of course I'm going to be putting all the Batman figs onto the display at the end, and you'll see how much all Batman figs look like against the backdrop and how much more space is going to be left. I think we're only going to fit up like maybe a little bit over half. I counted it out, but I forgot what the numbers are right now off the top of my head. So anyways, that's going to be the live stream for tomorrow. I have a feeling it might end up being a pretty similar length to this stream. What is this stream at right now? About like 2.5 hours. I have a feeling it's all custom building, but it's pretty straightforward when you look at it. There's going to be some pins and some Technic stuff, but just a lot of laying plates down and just building up a border wall and things like that. So anyways, that's it for this episode. That's what you know it's going to go on for tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some other cool sets for you for the rest of the week. And Mike and I are working like crazy to get some edits out for you. We have some ideas about the 300,000 subscriber video that is coming, I don't know, in a month or so. We're not really sure. So we're going to start working on a cool video for that as well. Secret, super secret. So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. No pizza today. I know you guys wanted pizza, but alas, we'll do it sometime this week maybe. But that is it. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time at Brick Vault.